Hello, my name is Madeleine Little. I am doing my persuasive speech on the demand for increased paid paternal leave in America. Um, the U.S. is the only high income nation without national paid maternity leave, leaving over 100 million workers without guaranteed paid time off to bond with their new child. Having a kid is an experience that needs to be nurtured and takes a lot of time to build bonds. And just having 3 weeks off with your child is just not enough time, especially for mothers that are recovering. A lot of people are forced to use sick days off or compromise their job after bringing a child into work, and finding a job that covers extensive time off is like playing the lottery in this country. So I do believe that the United States should provide extended maternity and paternity leave. Providing adequate maternity leave is essential for women, especially to recover from childbirth. Childbirth is one of the most strenuous and, just exhausting things that a human body can go through. In the aftermath of childbirth, leaves women with severe vaginal bleeding, cesarean section recovery. Just all over body exhaustion, like I said. And the weeks following birth really lay the foundation for long-term health and well-being for a woman and her infant. Therefore, it is critical to establish a reliable postpartum period. A high statistics of mothers who lack solid transitional care during postpartum often end up dying from complications. The U.S. mortality and morbidity rate are significantly higher, which the percentage is 17.4% versus 1.7%. And the U.S. has a significantly lower number of maternal health care providers. And providing women with extensive leave time can help curb long-term complications for the mother. Not only is the physical well-being of the mother very important. Welcoming a new baby is not only physically exhausting, but is extremely mentally exhausting to a new-time mother and father as well. So a lot of new challenges that new mothers face are particularly postpartum depression. And that can stems from just a mix of rapid, hormonal shifts going on within the mother's brain, physical exhaustion, the sleep deprivation of a newborn, and just the emotional stress of having this new life of parenthood. Globally, about 1 in 8 women experience symptoms of postpartum depression after giving birth. However, this rate can be as high as 1 in 5 women in the United States. The stress of a newborn, recovery, and the thought of going back to work after, such little time to recover can put her at a higher risk for depression. One study actually found that increasing the length of maternity leave for under 8 weeks to 12 weeks showed the biggest improvement in mental health, and that increasing the length of leave just by a week could reduce depressive symptoms by 6 to 7%. Mental health directly impacts a mother's well-being and her capacity to provide nurturing care for a child. And I think that just having 3 weeks to kind of figure out this new life is just not enough time for, a parent to handle that. They shouldn't have to be forced to go back to work after something so significant. A lot of, and it's not only good for the mother and father, but, just the infant. Bonding is very important, and it's critical for a baby to bond with their mother within, the first year of life. That's when the brain is really forming. And just that bond can really make or break a child for the long run. And it sounds dramatic, but it's really not, because that's, when your brain is absorbing all of the information, emotions, the sound of your mother, the way that things are. And so it's very critical for a baby to be with their mother for an extensive period of time too. We do have to put in consideration that there are babies that are born prematurely as well, and that need for longer leave is crucial. I mean, a premature baby, you have to, not only are they born earlier in time, but they take, a lot of time and care to get them back to the health that they need to be in. So we have to put that in consideration too. Not all births go, the way that we want it to be. So I think that is also a really important thing. I think just overall, there's not enough time. We're the richest country in the nation, and we are not giving mothers and fathers the time that they need. And if we don't do that, I mean, especially in my generation, the birth rates are declining, and we're going to have no one wanting to have kids anymore, because there's really just no support by our country. And every other country in the world, I mean, minimum, they give mothers and fathers a year off to figure it out. And I think that's something that really needs to be changed in this country. And why it hasn't been is crazy. But yes, so that is my persuasive speech. I really believe that the United States needs to do better with the way that we handle, new moms and dads, and not even new, but expecting more. And I think we need to give them more of a safety net when it comes to repopulating our nation and doing well for the children that are coming up in our next generation. So thank you so much. Again, my name is Madeleine Little, in Communications 108. Thank you. Happy holidays.